Next up at UFC 270, we have Said Nurmagomedov versus Cody Stamann. Said Nurmagomedov 14-2 overall. He's 4-1 in his last 5, coming back after a year-long layoff. Cody Stamann 19-4 overall. He's riding a 2-fight loss streak, but the most impressive thing about his record is he was 19-1 as an amateur before moving to pro. So now that he's a pro, this is an entirely new 19-4 record. Cody Stamann, he's a very well-rounded guy. He wrestled at all levels, including college. He started boxing at 16 years old. He's a good technical striker. He sets a nice pace, but he doesn't necessarily have the power to threaten a finish. But wrestling is his roots and his game plan. And despite the name, Said Nurmagomedov has no relation to Khabib. They're not related whatsoever. And that makes sense because he fights nothing like him. Nurmagomedov is a flashy striker. He uses his length really well. He'll throw kicks to your head while standing only a few feet in front of you. It's crazy how fast he does that and how he gets it up there. His striking is versatile. He has an impressive 5-2 striking differential with an even more impressive 71% takedown defense. And this should be a really fun fight. Cody's pace and his almost 3 takedowns per fight average versus Said's length, speed, and striking. This is a close fight regardless of what the odds say, because while Said will be more technical and absolutely the more dangerous striker, Cody has no problem getting in your face, throwing a bunch of crazy or throwing a bunch of strikes at you before shooting takedowns. I think Cody can frustrate a ring-rusty Nurmagomedov, sneak in some takedowns. And if I'm right, he can get the takedowns without taking too much damage on the way in. And this could look a lot like Hani Barcelos versus Said Nurmagomedov, where Hani took a decision win. Cody's the pick. It's not the most confident pick. This isn't like this is the underdog.
Is this your lock of the week?
Nope. This isn't.
You want to put 100 on it?
Nope. But I do think Cody can sneak it out. What do you think while I sneeze?
Honestly, you know what this reminds me of was just the fight last week. It's a little bit different because the style matchups are a little bit different, but this feels like Giga versus Calvin. It just feels like Giga was just kind of running through people and never got to a person that could pressure him and was just as tough as him. And you saw Calvin Kattar come in and pressured him and was just as tough as him, if not tougher, and dominated that fight with the pressure and with the toughness. Giga, was throwing strikes, which I think Said is kind of the same dynamic striker as Giga. A lot of kicks, a lot of weird stuff. But when he got somebody in his face that he couldn't put out immediately and just kept coming and kept pressuring him, he ran into trouble. And I could see Cody doing the exact same thing. The thing that even is going to help him, again, you saw that in the beginning of the Giga fight where Calvin used the wrestling, took him down. And that's kind of what it started the breakdown of Giga, kind of wearing him out. I think Cody can do the same thing. I think he can get inside. I think he can get Said to the ground, wear on him, and as this fight goes on, I think the pressure can overwhelm him, the threat of the shots, and I agree. I think that he wins this fight in the same manner. I think that Said has not ran into somebody as tough as he's going to experience Saturday night versus Cody Stamann, and I think he's going to be very, very surprised, and I think he's going to be overwhelmed, and I think Cody's going to win this fight.
I'm surprised we're on the same page as that one. A lot of people
because Cody's never been finished. He's been finished one time, and that was being submitted by the champ, Aljamain Sterling. So I mean, he is tough dude.
Well, and I'm surprised. I'm surprised you feel the same way as I do, because this was another fight that I did all of my research and all of my notes before I saw the odds, and then I saw the odds. I'm like, these are pretty wide. And a lot of people hate Cody. A lot of people are like,
I honestly think it's just name recognition. I think they think, oh, this dominant wrestler against another wrestler is just going to out wrestle a guy. And this guy doesn't. Said does not wrestle. He can wrestle if he needs to, but that's not what his go-to. He's not. Yeah. That's what he's not his best at.
Well, and Cody, I mean, you saw the stats. Cody averages almost 3 takedowns per fight, and that's a good sample size. He's got a good amount of fights. So we're both on Cody here. I love the $7,600. I do think he gets some takedowns and he scores some points. Those are 5 points each. You agree with that, or are you still worried about the knockout, that it's not worth it?
That's actually pretty good value, I think, because I think the game plan is, I mean, if you're going to try and outstrike Said, which I mean, maybe Cody tries to do that, I think you're definitely going to probably lose, but the wrestling advantage is there, and I think you use it. I think it's probably pretty good value.
Yeah, I mean, he did box most of his life, so he does have the technical striking skills to hang. I just don't think he's as good as Saeed. And then strike-wise, there's another one. I don't necessarily know what to do with it because if Saeed gets taken down, this is probably a less more. Because if he is taken down by Cody, he's not going to get off 72 strikes. That's a lot.
Yeah, but I don't know if he's going to be able to get. I think the takedowns are going to be more of a cardio thing for Saeed. I think he's going to be able to get back to his feet. I don't think Cody's that dominant of a wrestler. I think Saeed's had the training and can get back to his feet. So that's kind of why I like the DraftKings play. And I kind of like the more and more play in this because I think there's a lot of striking, takedown, a little bit of a scramble, a little control, 20, 30 seconds, then back to the feet and then reset. So I see the more and more here.
Yeah, Monkey Knife Fight will be interesting. That's wewantpicks.com/MKF. Sign up, make a deposit. They'll match your deposit. And then you could just use the free money to play these lines. Use the app, use the website, all of it. Ton of fun. And get your free $50 at wewantpicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our betting partners. Make a deposit. Let me know. I'll send you $50. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo as a thank you.